Hello, good evening, or good morning today. Awkward. Hello, my name is Jeff. I'm a wizard, and I made this, by the way. Oh, it's a tiger's eye. It's cool, right? I don't know. Corona crafts. Today I have some help from my friend Zoltar. He is going to give you a message, and then I'm going to read some cards. I'm going to be really quick and fast about it. And I have a wand here, and I also have this other wand I'm working on. So it's like, don't react yet. It's like, it should be more luminous. The batteries are dying. It's like a clear quartz crystal. Powerful stuff. So here are the 4 cards to choose from. Choose 1, 2, 3, 4. The card that stands out to you. And some people are going to be like, well, obviously the 3rd card stands out. Ooh, the one just flickered on. That was so cool. Okay. The third card is obviously is going to stand out for everybody. But that's not true. That's not true. You're wrong. You're a fool, Harry. You're a fool, Harry. And you will lose everything. That's Voldemort. That's not me. I'm not saying that. Choose your card and I'll see you at your reading. Is it Mercury retrograde or am I just stupid? I don't know. Bye. Hello, group 1. Let's begin. I'm gonna first pull cards, and then I'm gonna let Zoltar speak, because then it's gonna be cooler that way, right? So the card that I pulled for you is the Princess of Cups. Can you see that? Just these lightings. It's better. Prince of Cups. Yeah, very weepy card here. Somebody being in their emotions, in their feels. I wanted to be a bit. I wanted to say, okay, like, don't hold back, Jeff. I wanted to say, this card always has this vibe for me, like not teenage feelings, you know. And I don't want to mean it's okay, a little bit. Like you know, like this first heartache kind of feeling, this sort of this where you're in it. That's all I wanted to say. It's not that you're like a teenager, you're in it. And I just said you, so apparently it's about you. You're the person that's in it. There's a turtle. You've been protecting yourself. There are Pisces. You're protecting yourself, and you need to have faith. But it's more than that. There's something going on here with these Pisces. And faith. You are coming full circle with some things. Got this. Okay, same thing. You're holding on. So this turtle analogy. You're holding on, keeping strong, keeping the faith. I've got this Prince of Wands, like so. Look at him go, Chariot. I pulled him upside down, right? I'm gonna have to look at the camera. One more card? No, okay, no. Saying no. No. Let Zoltar speak. Okay, so to conclude my, because I don't want to do much here. It's gonna be about my man here. My man. Distracted. The truth. Something with the truth and something with like going. It's almost like the Chariot card, but it's not. okay, this is sort of what I say here. You're in the feels, but you're holding on. You're not a teenager in that way. So, but you recognize. I think that's the strong thing here. I think you're recognizing that your emotions are a priority, and you kind of are growing up in a way, in this sense. That's why I think I said the teenager thing in the beginning. This is a growing up something, and you're learning to hold on and not let your passions or impulses control you that much. Jesus, flowers, stop. Okay, that was me. Now left with Zoltar. Here we go. Closer to the, so we can speak.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Hard work pays off over time, but laziness, it pays off right now. Heed my advice, young one. Relax and enjoy yourself today. You deserve it.
Okay, I got in that one a lot. I think I should go to bed. Okay, now I can pull another card. High Priestess and the Hermit. Okay, so I feel like what he's saying, it sounds like a relief to you, but also like you can't relax because you're in these fields. Like there's a lot going on. You're kind of in the middle of the storm, sort of. That's how it feels like to you. You're in the middle of the storm and you're trying not to let your impulses guide you. You're just trying to be this turtle, like be like strong and solid in this. Get through this. You're in this hermit. You're going inside. And I'm not seeing that as like you need to go inside, you need to be alone. Not at all. But it's more like you're feeling this encapsulated feeling, like you need to energies, like you need to buckle in or something. Buckle up. No, maybe buckle up. You feel something coming. You're lying awake at night. And then what he said is true, but it's interesting because then you relax it's difficult. I think you can relax, but you need this confirmation first of all, and second of all, this will help. You're having more problems than otherwise relaxing or just having fun with something because you feel something coming. It's keeping you up at night. You're having weird dreams. Your instinct sees it coming, and this is the good part. It's not a bad thing, but it is a thing. So that's why you're kind of like you want to relax, but then you're anxiety about certain things, or it's chaotic. That's why you're very in this like, okay, that's how you feel. You're just in like, I can't think. I don't know what it is. What am I supposed to feel? Or like there's no time to or no, there's not. It's not time. It's more like how do you say that? You know, when you can't seem to find a break to stand still with yourself and your emotions, you know, when you're just like going and even when you do stand still, it just doesn't reach a level of depth. You're very flatlining a bit. That's okay. Go with it. Because I think you still have, you know, like it's like you have for a moment here, you have nowhere to run maybe. That's annoying, and you're supposed to just sit there and watch a Netflix show and just like zone out. Like you're supposed to be numb a little bit. Let it happen. You're fighting it because you kind of want to keep it going. You're holding on. You're like in this fighting mode, and like Zoltar is telling you now to relax, relax, young one. And you're trying to, however, there's weird stuff going on there with these Pisces, fishes, and let's name all the animals. There's a swan and there's a Leo here, and a camel. So if your horoscope is a camel, or you're dating a camel, you know what to do. Sorry guys, this was your messages. Message from a tired man. Go to bed and take a shower. I don't know, whatever. I'm having trouble with this too. Like, damn it, Zoltar. Thought it was gonna be fun. I don't know, kind of was. Bye. Hello, group 2. Hello, group 2. How are you? Message for group 2. I'm shuffling the cards, but you already have a card. If you're from group 1, you know this is like I'm not online. Not online. 3 of Cups. Yay! Peoples. Other peoples. And the Fool fell out. Ooh, the Fool fell out. Guys, that couldn't be any more clear of a sign. So you have the 3 of Cups card. Other people, relationships, fun times, Netflix and chill. I wanted to do that like the Simpsons sound montage where they go like ahoo ahoo ah, and all these little sounds to make sexy time. And the Fool fell on the floor. So you are not being very lighthearted about it, or it just doesn't feel lighthearted. Everything rubs you the wrong way. People are just not being. Need a little bit more light. That's all you need to hear. You need to be a little bit more lighthearted about things. It's not that serious. Nothing is this serious. Like, you know that Harry Potter spell? It really works. Like, ridiculous. Just like think about something that makes you really stressed, and then try to find the perspective that makes you laugh about it. You know, there always is one. Monty Python, that shit, you know. And for what I do with all my bills, because they scare me, I point ridiculous, and then instead of me being anxious and worried about these pieces of paper, I kind of just see these angry little like numbers like standing up from the page and being like, and that's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So try to find the right perspective on. No, just like relax. You need a laugh. You need a break. It's not that serious. It's okay to. Not do the right thing. You know, like or it being not so whatever. You know, go out with somebody where you're like I don't know. Or like, I don't know, I've been down this road before, but whatever, I'm bored. Just do it, life is short, or really long, I don't know, but it gets boring, do it. And I have 2 more cards, and already 1 fell to my groin. The Hierophant, the key. I feel like they're just telling me that I got the key, like I just told you what is up. Like, listen to him. Like, really, like, I think the cards are saying that, like, you, listen to him. Stop doing that. Magnet, it's a science in progress here. Experiments. Then I got this 8 of Cups. Oh, yeah, so, okay, like, you know, like this, being in your emotions, everything's heavy, rainy clouds. Stop doing that. Like, try to get out of that. Try to at least recognize that you're coming at these friendships, 3 of Cups and everything, like, you know, like getting together with other people, relationships, all that kind of jazz. You're coming at it from a very serious, dark, you know, it's like, Uh, I don't know, I had this weird example that doesn't make sense in my head. Like, let's say you come to an island party, everybody's having fun in the sun, but you've just been through like a week of rain or something, and you're like, yeah, I'm tired. Um, and I had a week to think about all of you, and I don't like your behavior. And they're like, why? Why? What's wrong with you? Why are you not having fun? See, I told you it was a bad example, but like we told it anyway, so there we got over it. And then the tower upside down is telling me it's um, the worst is over or something. It's you're repairing. You're repairing. You had a tower moment. There was shit went down. You had a lot of emotions about it. And by the way, this is the Two of Cups. So I'm like, I've been lying throughout this whole reading. It's love, love. It's just about love. Be more lighthearted about it. I don't know what I'm saying. You're all here for Zoltar, I hope, because I'm not making sense. Here we go.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. That's right, you must live your days as if they were your last. Because one day they will be. You know what I mean.
I think that was a thread. Well, he just confirmed what I said, right? So, live your life, guys. Live your life. The whole point of it is that you experience things and have fun. And if you feel like you need an experience, again, do it. Give yourself what you want, don't forget that. When we're all caught up in the boundary stuff and saying no and being good for ourselves and eating healthy and living right, and we're saying no a lot. And life is all about saying yes. That's improv rule. I don't know if that applies to life, but let's work with it. Okay. See you around group 2. Like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye. Group 3. Let's immediately look at your card. I'm warmed up, I feel, to 2 groups. 9 of Cups. Yeah, that's the feeling I have. Like, how do I say it? It was like this micro feeling I had here but we can extrapolate that to better things. Wait, whoa, I just distracted there. So there's this happy feeling I just had here where I was like just flowing from the momentum from the last 2 groups into group 3, and I just felt like, yeah, just go. Like I feel satisfied already, at ease, like in the flow, something like that. There was a mini feeling of that. So that's what this card is saying. Satisfaction. You just had satisfaction. Okay. And then the thing pointed to Zoltar. So we're gonna immediately go into your message, group 3. Your Zoltar message, I mean. Because the pointy stick said so.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Men of genius are admired. Men of wealth are envied. Men of power are feared. But only men of character are trusted.
I got this inclination that it's telling you to put your trust in the right people. Yeah. When you judge people, do it based on their actions, on how you feel around them, how they make you feel, not on what they've achieved, not on what they've accomplished, not on what they can give you. Yeah, judge people on, what they say they're gonna do, not what they do after, and that can get tricky because especially in the beginning of a relationship, people say like, "Oh, this bothers you," or "I know this is a problem, so I'm going to change this," and then they never do, and then they buy you nice presents. They give a lot. They give a lot. They give so much to you, but not the thing you asked for, or they don't change the behavior that was bothering you, or they don't listen to what you're saying, or they are doing this to other people. Be careful. But it's not that serious. This is not a warning. This is not saying like people are dangerous around you. This is more giving you, I think, help. I think you're having trouble here and there, or in a relationship where you just kind of don't like. Okay, this is the vibe I'm getting. You're in a situation where you have this feeling of like, I don't know. This person feels nice. It's super sweet, simple, maybe, or like there's nothing to be really angry or upset about, and yet there's something off. Or one of these people that are like super sweet and nice, and like they're like seem to do everything you want, or like they give you this impression, but then after like many dates, they haven't said a word, basically, like about themselves. They're just not talking or not sharing anything. Or somebody tells you like, yeah, I'll like, I know I don't talk a lot. I'll open up more, and then you have this talk one, 2, 3 times, and then they don't, and then they buy you a nice flowers, or they give you some money when you need it, like small stuff like that, and then they just don't do that thing they said they would do, like show themselves and be vulnerable. Judge people by their character, not by the facade. And the character, that means judge people by what is actually happening, not what they're saying, not what they say they're gonna do, but what they actually do. And it's not that difficult. You don't have to make a report about people. How do you feel around people? That's a big. No, actually, that can be difficult, right? Because some people, it just feels super. It's like some people put you in a daze. It's like you get hypnotized, and nothing really happens. It's super sweet. It's super nice. It's like you're in a nice daisy dream, but yeah, like nothing more ever happens. It's just. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like a big date or something. It's just, somebody comes to cuddle, and then you just cuddle, and it takes up all night, and it's fine. It's nice. But it never gets to anything more, and then there's this weird wall you hit or something, or these people come over only every so often, so you kind of forget that to ask the more follow-up questions or something. They just come and like warm up, and then they leave again, like stranger in the night, and that's not a bad thing. But should you be putting a lot of investment or thought into these people? No. Don't overthink other people so much. Just because that's usually where I go wrong. Usually just way too much caring. I care way too much about the people. Always. I always tell myself, okay, what is the opposite? What is exactly the opposite of what I normally would do here? And usually the answer is like, I wouldn't give a fuck. It's so difficult. so many fucks. So then I get 10 of cups, which is satisfaction here. This is really weird. Completion. And the 6, this is where this is giving and sharing, where you choose to give and share your time, your energy. And that's what I've been talking about. Okay, this is a bit of a complex one, I'm sorry, but that's a bit of the key message here is it's not that black and white, you know? It's not like these are good people, these are bad people for me. No, it's just you being more aware of what you're getting out of situations and what you're putting in. That's it. Is somebody only there for nice cuddles once in a while? Then that's what they are. Don't put more emotions into that, or more. Don't try to build on that, you know, then, or don't try to break your head about what's going on there. If somebody is not putting in effort, don't put in effort back, you know. And the main message here is don't settle, guys. Don't settle. Don't go for 99%. Yeah, don't go for the charming guy that seems to have it all, but then something just feels off. Don't go for it. It's tricky, you know, because people are awful. It's a mess out there. So when you meet somebody who like 99% fits the picture, you're like, yeah, wrap it up, bring it home, right? Like, and I would even almost like advise like go on that adventure, you know. But that's the thing. If you can do this, then you've mastered life. If you can go then on that adventure and say like, okay, I'm gonna go with this guy, see what happens, you know, this adventure, and keep just being strong in the fact I'm my own person, and I don't know if this is true love, I don't know, we're gonna see. But no matter what, I have my own back. Don't put any expectations on that. Don't put any, you know what I mean? If you can find that like nice, clean balance, first of all, you will never end up with people who will use you or abuse you, because they can't. If you really have that stance of I can fall back on myself, I do not need you, I can stand up for myself, then people who would abuse you just fall away. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And then you also learn really quickly who adds to your life and who doesn't, you know? And it's that simple. Don't make it more complicated. Yeah. Okay. Group 3. Bye. Guten Tag, Group 4. I'm going to do your message. I don't want to say quickly because, you know, Group 4, we always do this. We're like, quickly, Group 4. But the camera is dying. So, let's see what I got. We have this 10 of Wandas, upside down. No more burdens. I see this blue flickering so badly now. So let's, Zoltar, here we go, Group 4.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Sometimes you can tell a wise person not only by what he says, but also by what he doesn't say. Remember, it is much better to say little than to say too much and regret it later.
Oh my god. Like life lesson for me. Learning when to shut up. I'm learning this incredibly. Like, I don't know how to explain it though. It's like unburdening yourself. This catches on really well to Group 3. So please, like, Group 3 people stay and Group 4 people go back to Group 3, because it kind of is the same message but in a different way. I'm scared I'm not gonna say it right. You know, you're unburdening yourself by becoming much more conscious of where, you know, I used to explain myself so much, and then like the last year I've been really learning in so many different ways where there's no use, there's no point of me explaining anything or putting more energy or time or thinking into it, okay? That's also how I go about my daily chores now. No matter how big they are, even if it's life-changing stuff, if all I can do is like maybe like, you know, like press a button or look at something, that's all I will do. I'll check it off and then I'll leave it. Become really conscious where you put your energy into it, and also what you're saying to people. And this is difficult for me, but I've overexposed myself for so long, like all my life. There's this kind of this coping mechanism, you know, where you it's like it's what cats do when they feel safe around people. They show their belly. That doesn't mean rub my belly. It means I feel comfortable around you. But for certain in animal kingdom, it's also a submissive behavior for stressed animals when they just want to feel safe. When you're just like, it's okay, please, it's okay, I'm safe, it's okay. Is it okay? You know, that's somehow like a coping mechanism that people learn and that I've learned. I felt like I'm overexposed. I couldn't help it. Like I felt like I was naked, no matter what, you know. So vulnerable and all raw. And I'm learning to not do that anymore and save myself a lot of trouble with that. And saving your words, saving your energy, saving your time. I feel like that's the end of the video because I can't go on after those words. I hope you feel me. If not, I feel like this is something that we all learn in different stages, in different ways. It's like probably a lesson that I'll learn again and again and again. 3 years from now, I'm gonna be making the same video and I don't realize it. Oh no, I just self-fulfilled prophecy myself. One more for group 4, just because. Don't tell the other group.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. It is better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. And also, my friend, it is wise to be taking good advice when you hear it, no?
I'm gonna shut up.